Howdy folks, Owen from EMF, episode 2 of EMF TV. Today I'm interviewing the great, the knowledgeable, and one of the finest tip man I've ever met, Matthew Cooney of MC Future Fitness. Matthew, if you'd be so kind, tell us a bit about yourself. What's the story with MC Future Fitness and what are you up to at the moment for any of the viewers or listeners that don't know who you are?
Thanks Owen for having me on. So, my name is Matt Cooney, and as Owen said, I'm a tip man, and I am a personal trainer, and I have a website, mcfuturefitness.com, where I do online personal training. So I have been in the industry for quite a few years now, but in the last 2 years, it's kind of set up doing my own thing between online and personal training. And so at the moment, I have kind of personal training, group training, online training then, and at the moment we're also raising money for a charity called Grow, which is a mental health organisation.
Brilliant, good man.
Prepping a group of 13 of us for a photo shoot now, which is 4 weeks away.
Nice, that's a good number to keep on top of, as well as yourself, huh? So, question number 2, Matt. Tell me this. What do the people you work with want most, and how do you give it to them? Or how do you attempt to give it to them with the resources and the knowledge that you do have?
Okay, so basically the clients I don't have a niche, so I don't have one type of client. They're really all different. So with that, what I basically do, science, the principles, and I apply them to each person individually. So, for example, I could have a client that is prepping for a show, and then I could have another client who has literally never been into a gym before or just barely been in a gym. So if I was to kind of use the same principles or the same tactics or strategy with them to get results, it just wouldn't work.
The secrets and the magic, basically, you're talking about. Very good. I know what you mean. Yeah.
That's it, really. So everybody is individual, and so the way I put it, if I have a client and we're trying to get her just to even consistently get a protein intake, there's no point worrying about if she's having an intra-workout carb or anything like that. So we just take the priorities, and I like to keep it simple and just keep kind of learning as we go instead of throwing everything at every person.
Very good, very good. Yes, I like the keep it simple approach as well. It's good because I probably don't have any other option, being a bit of a simpleton myself. And Michael Hayes would enjoy that view as well, as he is of a similar regard. So, next question for you, Matthew Cooney, and I'm looking down, folks, to have these written down, so I won't forget them. Right, those were some good tips, about following the science and not doing the same program as someone else, I guess. What, let's say, actionable tips would you have for someone watching this right now that if they wanted to lose weight and tone up and feel better, get fitter, what could they do today, right now, that would help them on the road to achieving some of those goals?
So I'd start right now. Well, actually, I wouldn't. I'd finish watching this video and then
very good.
I'd start. So, because there's no best time to start, you just have to start. And I think if you accept that it's not going to be perfect before you start, because too many people kind of get wound up in this thing that everything has to be perfect. When, as I say to all my clients, consistency beats perfection. So you just need to start and you need to be consistent.
Very good. Give us another one. The people are hungry for knowledge, Matt. They are starving. They're ravenous.
Another one is kind of your mindset. You need to have your mindset in the right place. You can have all the best intentions, but you really need to get your mind there to do it.
Right. Yes, absolutely. Mind over matter and all that jazz. So awesome stuff. So Matt, we'll get serious for a moment, right? And
I'm very serious.
I want you to think about your answer to this question now. Why do you hate Joe Wicks so much?
I do not hate Joe Wicks.
Matt, it's okay. You're among friends. You can talk freely.
I just I don't have the same love for Joe as you do.
Right, this isn't about me, Matt. This is about you.
Why do I hate him?
Yes, Matt.
I don't even know him. Like, I couldn't hate's a very strong word.
Right. So he is, let's say, to be fair, he's the most popular personal trainer in the world at the moment.
And
some people like him and some people don't. All right.
True.
What can we learn from what Joe Wicks has done in the last few years that we can apply to ourselves and what we can use with our clients? Do you think, is there anything we can apply?
Yeah, lots of things, but I suppose you need to give people what they want.
Mm-hmm.
That's what he is good at. He just created something and he ran with it like 100 miles an
hour. There was no stopping him. Yes, absolutely. And like, one thing I've noticed is, and I'm sure you can expand upon it, is the usefulness of a social, almost community-based approach to helping people lose weight and get fitter when they feel they're part of something, that they have a support structure, and that one of their other needs, such as an outlet for social inclusion and enjoyment of their free time, which training is their free time. Do you find that as well with your crew or your gang, that doing maybe this photo shoot prep as a group is way more powerful than, let's say, if they all did it individually?
Yeah, definitely. And like, we have a group chat between the photo shoot group, and literally it's actually funny to see how much it has helped everybody, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't even realize it myself until it just bonds. Everyone comes together as a team, you know. And I think that's one thing that Joe Wicks does have. He has a huge community, like.
Yeah.
And it's an environment. I think that just is a positive environment for everybody involved.
Absolutely. I actually skipped over a question, and I swear the Joe Wicks question was sent to Matt earlier on and was part of the interview. Here's a question now, and it's a bit of a broad one. Why is there so much confusion in the fitness industry? So much conflicting information, and I even struggle sometimes to call it an industry because it's so unregulated, it's unchecked, and it is the Wild West, where more often than not cowboys rule the roost, and people who are trying to follow the science are just getting bogged down and overwhelmed with the amount of work that kind of we feel is ahead of us to try and figure all this stuff out. So, why is the fitness industry such a mess? Where do I start?
Yeah, so you kind of said it there. So basically, industry, you can go on Groupon and buy a weekend start. So I think one of the first problems is
a nutrition start. I think
there is no standard for what a personal trainer is. And then I think that the rise of social media then over the last few years, it's kind of given, I don't want to say, kind of these people that aren't the most knowledgeable or not the best, they don't have the best knowledge, information, that it's given them kind of a platform to speak, and I think to hit a larger audience. And I think that those type of people often tend to be louder as well than the people that actually do, you know, the researchers and the science-based people. Because, like, even for example, if you say to kind of a normal Joe, like you mentioned names like Alan Aragon or Eric Helms, you know, majority of people won't know who they are.
Yeah.
But yet we all know Charlotte from Geordie Shore has a fitness DVD.
Yes, that's true. I haven't watched it myself, but it's on the to-do list.
I'm a level 3.
Oh yes, I suppose getting ready for the photo shoot. You have to be like, no point languishing down there at level 1 where there's no fitness. So look, we'll wrap this up because again, I'm trying to keep these short and sweet. I know people have busy lives and probably follow both of us on Snapchat and get enough of us daily. Anyway, give me, Matt, the most important thing you've learned in 2017 thus far.
Tough one. I've probably that to help other people, I have to kind of help myself first, or in general, people do. Just to kind of have to look. You have to make sure you look after your own health and your physical state, because I presume this probably happened to you as well. When you start your own business, you kind of get overwhelmed and you end up.
No, I've been shredded since the day you know me, Matt.
Well, we know you're the exception, we know, but
yeah, I get it. No, I do echo that. Yeah, I agree completely.
I think that and patience. Patience is key in anything. You kind of, I probably was naive when I started out. I didn't kind of realize, whereas now I know where I want to go, but I know I need patience and how long it's going to take.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So patience and whatever the first one was.
If you want to get shredded or if you want to put on muscle, if you want to do anything, it takes patience.
Yeah. If you want to do it naturally anyway. Which we are big proponents of. Hence we barely look any better year to year. But like to the super trained eye, we're like down 1% of body fat, maybe 0.5 pound of muscle per year. And if we are achieving that, my goodness, we are winning. So 10 years of that and you got a pretty good physique, basically.
Yeah, just 10 years is all.
Yeah, pretty much. So, look, that's all we have time for today, folks. Matt, thank you so much for joining me from Nina, County Tipperary, Huntip. And if people, when I post this up, I'll put some links into Matt's stuff. He's a good man to follow, Instagram, Snapchat, and he's on Facebook as well. So, thank you, Matt. Stay on the line, and I'll talk to you after this. But for everyone else, this is MC Future Fitness. This is EMF TV. Thank you, and we'll talk to you again soon.